Yo, co-legacy subscribers to be, what it do is part 2 of the breeder questions. This is the part where the breeder is asking you questions, before you buy your pup. Uh, First off, I want to say thank you for the subscribers that I have, and thank you for the subscribers that will be coming based off these videos. I just want to let y'all know that, and as always, we're about to get into this content right after this.
Yeah, don't let these haters get in your head. Nope. Winners ain't born, winners are bred. Okay. American bully, the highest pedigree. Cold legacy kennels, no one's ahead of me. Nah. We got the color for you. Okay. From Brindle to blue, whatever color you choose. Plus they got the best temperament. Whatever you need. You want quality, this is it. Cold legacy kennels.
Yo, what it do? You guessed right. Your boy back, part 2 for the video. Questions breeder may ask you. Definitely want to touch on a couple more questions. Like I said, it was a 2-part series. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the first one. And if you haven't watched the first one, you're just not seeing this one, make sure you go back to the first one and check it out. I'll make sure to try to put it in the description below so you can get to it. I'll drop that link. But definitely be prepared, because these questions come that need to be answered, because this may be the difference between you getting a pup and you not getting a pup. Because as a reputable breeder, we want to make sure that our dogs are going into the proper hands. So, as y'all know, gave y'all the first 6 questions the other day. Got a few more here, and we're gonna start off with this one. Are you familiar with the grooming needs of your dog? Meaning, a lot of people don't know that you're not supposed to wash your dog every day, every other day. Dogs need that bacteria, to pretty much protect them. I know you're just like, what? Dogs don't have to have a bath every day. You're washing off, a protective layer of the dogs if you keep giving them a bath every day. And on average, a lot of people bathe their dogs once every 2 to 3 weeks, especially if they're not getting dirty, like that. But it's cool, clean them off a little bit if you see some dirt or something. But just washing your dogs, just to continuously wash them, it dries their coats out, and it's not good for the dogs, and you'll start seeing a lot of hair loss and stuff like that. So do your research. How often is the best method to wash your dog? Because obviously every day ain't gonna do it, which a lot of people ain't gonna try to even wash their dogs every day. But every day is a no-go. Yeah, so definitely. Second question: are you interested in a boy, a girl, or does it matter? Because as a breeder, we want to put the best dog, to you, in your hands. Because a lot of people don't want a girl, because a girl might get out, get pregnant, then you got to deal with puppies that you didn't even want, and as saying, it's like, well, you can spay and neuter your dog, all right? You can't do that till they're a year old. They come into their first heat. Dogs and nature, they don't hold weight to that first heat. They might hit on that first heat. And as a dog owner, and you're not paying attention to your dog, really, and it happens, and you let your dog out and she get got. Now you got puppies. Or at the same time, you want to be a breeder and you want puppies, you might want the girl. Or if you don't want a girl, you want the boy, because you just want to do studying, or you want the potential to, you ain't even got to worry about puppies, period. In the sense of the girl, the babies always go home with the mama. You ain't got to worry about it if you got the daddy. That's what you do if you want a boy. Boys tend to be, more relaxed. A lot of from my knowledge, a lot of females are more active than the males. But also, it's a look. You know what I'm saying? Some of the girls, you know what I'm saying, look like, you know what I'm saying, you know, I ain't gonna say look like the female version of the daddies, but everybody knows in the bully game anyway, you know, the male is gonna have like the bigger head. That's gonna look more, you know, manly like. You know, it's gonna look boned up. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, it's gonna look uh, more muscular in the physique. And for the female, she's more subtle and she doesn't give that definition. You know what I'm saying? But you do have your she-males out there. You do have she-males that put out, you know what I'm saying, that structure like dads have. Because most of the dads gonna be, you know what I'm saying, gonna be legit. But or it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's just you take whatever is available as long as it's of good temperament. You know, that's a good thing to know. The next question, and this is a very, 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 very serious question. I put a lot of emphasis on this. Are there children living in the home? What are their ages? And have they had experiences with dogs? That is a valid question. I would say one of the top questions I'm gonna ask because for one, you gotta protect your children because you know a dog is still a dog, no matter if they got a good temperament or not. If a dog hasn't been socialized, which if you watch some of my videos, I've talked about that. If a dog hasn't been socialized, they might look at the child or the children as, especially when they get bigger, as somebody beneath them. You know, they might think it as prey. But definitely, you know what I'm saying, if children are around, it's good to integrate the child and the puppy, you know, especially if they're growing up together. The puppy will gravitate to the child and protect the child, you know what I'm saying, a good majority of the time. But you want to do your due diligence and check and make sure that, you know how to handle the situation. Because when I say ages as well, no lie, my son, dogs, he don't know how to handle them. He's 3 years old. He's a rough boy, and he just rough with them. You know, so we got to make sure that he understands that these things can bite once they get pushed to a certain level. And he's grasping a little bit more. But when we first got our puppy, man, he was rough. He was rough. But definitely. But like I said, it comes with time and patience because now he sees the dogs and he's becoming a lot less aggressive in a sense and being more playful with the puppies. And now, you know what I'm saying, it's becoming a better experience for him and for the dogs because he done went through that stage of knowing what to do and what not to do because children a lot of times don't know that they're hurting a dog because they're just being playful. So you definitely want to watch that. 10. Where would the puppy be leaving? I said 10 because I'm going back, you know, from the other video. Where would the puppy be living? Are you in a home? Are you in an apartment? Do the dog have some play area? You know, you're gonna be caged up in a kennel all the time. You know, you gotta be honest. Let them know, hey, I'm in an apartment right now. You know what I'm saying? A breeder will give you some tips. Hey, you know what I'm saying? If you're in an apartment, you know what I'm saying? Are you allowed to even have them? And stuff like that. Like, make sure you know that your laws and rules of your apartment complex is acceptable of the bullies. And other breeds, if you're watching this because of other videos, other breeds. Just there's rules and regulations that you might have to abide by having a dog in an apartment. You know, you might have to pay extra pet fee to even have the dog in the apartment. Be aware of having your dog around other people. and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? On the socialized tip. Let's see. Also, yeah, definitely. Next question. Um, the breeder might ask you, where are you located? You know, like especially if a breeder is getting hit up on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, somebody inquiring about a dog, and they asking questions through, saying the social media channels. They want to know, hey, where are you located? All right, I'm in Mississippi. I bet, me too. I'm in Alabama. Cool. We can travel. We can meet. Do whatever you want to come out. Check out the facility and look at your pup. Look at the male, the mom and dad. Do those things. I'm in New York. Well, we can fly your dog out. For a shipping fee. If you have a transporter, that's fine too. It's those things to make. Make it work for anybody. Especially if we feel that you're a person of some sort of standard that will take good care of the dog. So that's definitely a question to be prepared for. Somebody will ask you, the city and state that you're in. To entail with that, do you have a small area for the puppy to stay until she's house trained? If you fine with cleaning up behind your dog and just letting her free roam, that's fine. That's just a responsibility that you have. Where will she sleep? Well, I say she. Where will the dog sleep? A doggy bed, cage, kennel. Don't use your kennel, your cages as a punishment. Use it as an area for them to be. They have a sense of feel protected by being up in there. They're calm and cool with going in there on their own. That's a place where that's their place. Leave the cage open so they can go in and out. Make sure you got something comfortable up in there. Make it comfortable for them. And if you have a home, back to, being where you're located, a home or apartment. If you have a home, is it fenced in? Do you have to put your dog on a leash? Are you gonna be training them? Those things. Are you gonna be able to watch the dog and not have the dog wander off? Some questions that you should ask yourself as well. But that's questions that a breeder will ask you, just so your dog doesn't come up missing. Because you say, all right, I'm gonna let my dog play for a minute. You let your dog out. You go in the house. Something happens. You're in the house for 10 minutes. You come back out. Boom, the dog's gone. Then what? It's a lot of money you pay for a dog just for the dog to be snatched, come up missing, and don't want it down the road, something like that. Also, the next question is, do you work outside the home? So if you work an 8-hour job, from 7 to 3, 8 to 4, whatever, are you gonna be able to have someone there to let the dog out of the kennel? You gonna let it free roam in a room? You got a dog room for it, to be at? What is your thing? Because some dogs have anxiety while a person is gone, and they can get into some mischief if you let them roam. Being in that kennel might make them feel like they're, locked up on punishment. So, it's definitely good to have somebody available, if you can, to just let them out, use the bathroom so they don't have to hold their bladder that long, especially when they get trained. Because dogs that are trained and they're trained to go outside and relieve themselves, they tend to hold their bladders long, and that causes issues later on. So remember that. And I got a bonus. This is my bonus question. The bonus question is, have you chosen the veterinarian? You should know before you even, get a dog, your options available. Where can you go to do this, this, and this? Because the one thing you don't want to do is get a dog and then need a vet and don't know what one is. That is one thing that you don't want to happen, because now you got to sit here and figure out what vet you're going to go to, what are the hours of the vet, You know, are they a, 24/7 on call vet? Do you have to wait till Monday if it's Friday night, Saturday morning? You know, it's all type of things that play in the factor of which vet is gonna be good for you. So it's best to do your research ahead of time before you even get the dog. So when those issues, if they come up, you're prepared. That's my bonus, for y'all. I think that's one of the best questions as well. Just keep an open mind and don't take it any kind of way when when a breeder asks you these questions. That's trying to get a look of idea of how you see things and what's on your mind when it comes to these things that I've listed. So if you like this video, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, click on all. That way all my content, once I put it out, it comes directly to your phone. And always, you already know, Cold Legacy Kennels.